The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Fields going to throw right away. He finds McCoy. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 68 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game. Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jones. And it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Throwing Jones. Going deep this time for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down. Here's Paul. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. take it at the 37. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And some space here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Fields. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Myers' kick is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away. So on 4th down, to kick it away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Throwing again on second down. Fields steps away to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back to throw. Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 27, Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. But no doubt that changes things. Instead of putting 3 more points on the board, they surrender 6 the other way, and they also surrender the lead.
My math's not that great, but that's a 9-point swing, likely to become 10 after they add the extra point.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, it's Fields. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack on first down, Fields. And he's going to go down again. So, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 27, Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Crocker. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Here's Foreman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Foreman. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play actions. And
that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson to return. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crocker. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They run again with Foreman. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Crocker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Now a give, right side. Crocker. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Jones keeps it himself, and he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Probably helps your confidence level on those fourth down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap it backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Giants stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Fields throwing again. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Odell Beckham, 47 yards. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to 28-10. And for the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now Foreman. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime.